if I have $1 billion and I put it into fiat currency and move it over the Visa rails and the Fed wire, then it takes 1 to 2 months to move it every time if I make a charge transaction before final settlement. It's going to be 30 days before you know that you're not going to get clawed back, and another 15 days or something. So 45 to 60 days after I pay you for something, you can move it. So you're talking about velocity of 6 per year, annual velocity of 6 per year. I put the same money on the Bitcoin Lightning Network, and the velocity is 6 per minute, 6 per second, 6 per hour, right? You're talking about a velocity which is orders of magnitude higher. And then, of course, the cost is, the Visa network is 2%, 2.5% friction. Cost to move $1 billion of transactions, $25 million. The cost to move $1 billion on the Bitcoin network, 68 cents. The cost to move that on the Lightning Network, if you break it into like 100,000 transactions, is going to be 100,000 Satoshis, right? So there's nothing comparable, right? It's a revolutionary transaction network, and it's also a revolutionary monetary network, both at the same time. It's like kind of dual revolutions. Because, in one case, you can distribute economic energy to billions and billions of people, billions of times an hour, and that is something of wonder. And in the other case, you can store $1 billion of energy in a battery for 100 years and still have the energy. And we don't have any other credit or cash or asset instrument or property instrument where you could store $1 billion of economic energy for 100 years.
So Bitcoin is the perfect example of the hedgehog concept, and it's the story of the hedgehog and the fox. Next up, Michael Saylor believes there is still $100 trillion coming into Bitcoin. So where is this money going to come from? Well, spoiler alert, the migration from investment property to digital property. Take a look.
Well, first, I just wanted an alternative to crumbling cash and crumbling credit. I just wanted the number not to go down. Most people don't think their number goes down when they're holding dollars, but once you understand the inflation rate, you realize your purchasing power is going down if you're not keeping up with the cost of capital. I think the epiphany comes when you realize that it's the dominant digital property network, and digital property is better than physical property in every way conceivable. So if I theoretically designed digital property, I want to store $1 billion. I want to hold it in the palm of my hand, move it at the speed of light, vibrate it 1 million times a second. I want it to last forever. I want immortal, indestructible, infinite, all-powerful, programmable energy, right? Matter is energy. Energy is matter. I can convert energy. I could take $1 billion and turn into a building. I could, in theory, turn a building back into $1 billion. I can buy $1 billion worth of electricity. I could buy $1 billion worth of guns. Whatever it is you want to do, right? That, money is ultimately monetary energy, and you can convert it into any kind of product or service or property. It's the apex. Once you realize that Bitcoin is digital property or digital money or digital energy, all of these things, then it becomes clear that everything else you could possibly own is inferior to that. I think what you're going to see is $100 trillion worth of capital flow out of investment properties in the developed world into Bitcoin.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information, and it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
So his thesis is that Bitcoin, being digital property, is a superior store of value than investment property. Digital property requires no maintenance, no tenants, no ongoing fees, it isn't tied down by a physical location, and it can last hundreds of years. And personally, I do believe these are all valid points, and he could well be right. I personally just don't have the kahunas to go all in like Michael Saylor. I still prefer to diversify. Okay, to finish up, Michael Saylor makes a great point about an advantage the retail investor has over the big corporations. Take a look.
And this is what I say to entrepreneurs. If you have a Bitcoin company, there's a 99% chance or a 99% failure rate for most corporations over a long enough period of time, right? There's a lot of, there were hundreds and hundreds of companies that wanted to be Apple's iPhone. And how many companies wanted to be Instagram? And how many companies wanted to be Facebook? And how many companies wanted to be Amazon? For Amazon to win, 15,000 retailers have to lose. Okay, so competition is good for the underlying network. It'll be great for the protocol of Bitcoin. It'll be great for the asset value of Bitcoin. It's not good for the competitor. Like, you're going to have to fight tooth and nail, with every iota of your energy to succeed in whatever market you choose to go into. The competition is good. The more options there are for Bitcoin securities, the better it is for Bitcoin. The more options there are for Bitcoin wallets and Bitcoin exchanges, the better it is for Bitcoin. And the more competition in Bitcoin mining, the better it is for Bitcoin. The more Bitcoin mining rig companies, the better it is for Bitcoin. Bitcoin wins no matter what happens.
To do in such a situation, inform yourself and keep your financial education strong. We from the Compact Group offer our loyal subscribers a free educational portal with first-hand monetary, financial, and economic knowledge. Enter our invite-only Insider Club by clicking the link below. You will get access to first-class information far earlier than the rest. We have prepared a special deal for all our members where you can access a giant pool of Robert Kiyosaki's financial wisdom for just $1. To find out more, simply click the link below and join our Insider Club absolutely free. But there is more you can and should do. Build up several streams of income. More and more people realize that they have to take their future in their own hands, but they don't know how and where to start. We from Compact offer our Insider Club members unique opportunities. Strengthen your financial muscle and get the edge. Click the link below. Become part of our free Insider Club. No financial obligations. But there's one important thing you have to know. You have to become active. So do it now. Become active and see you on the other side.